Alright, everybody, welcome back to another Sunday edition of ALR. We are here with Tier 3 for round 3, and we are at Canada. Canada is known for very, very good racing, as well as very, very tight track limits, so a lot of penalties to be had tonight. Personally, I think the person who wins tonight's race will be the one with the fewest penalties, and they won't cross the line first. So, anybody's game, really. Jim was the winner last week, as it's pretty overcast there. Actually, the last time I remember Jim winning a race, I commentated that as well, and that was Canada, like 2 or 3 years ago, and that went from a dry to wet race. This looks like it's going to go from a dry to wet quality, the way those clouds are looking right now. Let's pull up the standings here. So Jim leads the standings with 37 points. Shab's in second with 33. Shabby in third after his DNF dropping him from the lead last week. He's at 25 points still. Larry in fourth with 23. Dangerous Dove in fifth with 20. Eli 18. Mac Attack 14. Lorenzo 13. Ermator 11. And Godin rounds out the top 10 with 4 points. So let's pull this up. We're going to go full map, enable. Fitted. As STX will come into the pits, actually. So we'll go on board with Shabs. Obviously purple first sector, as he is the first one on to the lap. Oh, and hello, Brendan. I don't know why that message never popped up for me. Sorry for the delay. So Shabs will come to the line. He will set a 110.5. Here comes Mac Attack to the line. 110.4. Here comes Shabby into the hairpin. A little luck up there. Does it look like it will affect much? Champions chicane very nicely indeed. I was in a practice session with him earlier, and he mentioned how much he hates that wall and corner. Lorenzo with a 110 flat as Topher comes out of the pits. Oh. Very nice helmet there. The race will be chaotic. Does that mean it's going to be a wet race? I didn't see what your first message was. That was retracted. Ah, nice. Wet races around Canada are quite tricky. Track gets pretty slippery, and the track limits become even more intense. As BC approaches the World Championship chicane. Sorry. I literally just woke up like 5 minutes before this stream. Still sleepy. 111.5 for BC. STX 110.5. It's good enough for third. And there's Topher, who's gone purple in the first sector. As he comes up to the DRS zone to start sector 2 here. Big yellow in sector 1. I believe that is somebody coming out of the pits and getting out of the way, I think, because everyone's still going. So we head up into the hairpin as he ends the second sector at 41.6. Gets snug to the wall there on the exit. Could be interesting if it actually starts rating at qualifying. And 110.5 as well for Topher, 2,000s faster than STX. On board Erminator as he is heading toward the hairpin himself. About 8/10 off of what Topher was just now. It's the end of sector 2. Very nice through there. And it's a 10.6. So very bunched up field after Lorenzo. Larry's about to start a lap, so we'll go on board with him. I always hated this corner when somebody comes out of the pits, because it always scares me. They just come out of nowhere. Loses the back end just ever so slightly there. Ooh. A little front wing camera there. Into the hairpin he comes. Slight lock up. Good exit. And to the line, 9.9. That's pole by over a tenth. I was going to say before you finish that lap that Larry has proven he's got the pace to be up front. He just has had some bad luck this season. I'll go aboard Eli as he's about to start a lap coming through the final sector of his out lap. the winner on track last week, who settled for second, which is not bad at all. Oh, he's invalid already? Oh, jeez. He'll get out of the way. I don't know how accurate that is for the fitted tires. I don't think someone did 3 laps on the soft ones. Oh, it is a wet race, so it really don't matter. And Dove has retired. Looks like he's retired in the pits. A 10-8 for Shabs as he does not improve. The remainder is invalid. Godin, I think, is on the in lap. He has no ERS. Eli's invalid again. Oh, and STX bounces off the wall of champions, which invalidates his lap. Says Shabs is up 3/10. That'd be good enough to get him up into 4th currently. As we're ticking ever so closely to 6 minutes remaining in the session. And through the chicane. Very tentative there to make sure he doesn't invalidate. To the line, 110.9. As he lost 7/10 in the final sector. Mechatech. On the medium tire. Might be just doing it for a haha run. And as my work thinks a great idea to have me come in 3 hours early for the 3rd consecutive week. Jim's heading toward a hairpin. Hadn't seen him do his first lap, but he is 3rd currently, 6 thousandths off a second. Can he improve by that? That's invalid. Here comes Lorenzo. Can he oh, wait. Definitely not. Four minutes remaining in the session. Lorenzo's up almost 2/10 their first sector, which is easily enough to be pole currently. Very nice through there as he'll approach the hairpin. He is catching up to Jim, so will he end up getting some slipstream coming up here? Through wall championship chicane. DRS is open to the line. 9.5, and that is pole. As the Canadian fans get on their feet to cheer their hometown driver. With a very masterful lap. 109.5, cleared by 3.5 tenths right now. Going forward with Godin. As he is starting a lap, it looks like. So he'll head toward the hairpin as his teammate is ahead on his in lap. And he'll pull it off, and that's it for his lap. SDX is invalid, so go on board with Topher. 200s up currently. Which would be enough to pop him up into 6th. As the grid is that close, between 5th through 9th. Separated by 800s. As he is almost 3 tenths up now. How much more can he improve? Can he smell a 9? As this will be his final attempt. Topher to the line. Do we hear a 9? 9.8, and I'll put him 2nd. Very nice lap from Topher. Terminator's just starting the 2nd sector now. Oh, and he bounces off the wall, and that's invalid, and that's qualifying over for him, most likely. Because I believe that would be wing damage. Can't really tell. That doesn't look like he damaged a wing. So he might have enough time to get a lap in. Yeah, so he's going to go around again. Go on board with Jim as he's approaching the hairpin. With Mikey in front of him. Mikey gets out of the way. And as qualifying ends, looks like Mikey will be starting last. A 9.8 for Shabs. 11 thousandths off of Topher. Here comes Jim to the line. 9.5 pole. Now, here comes Larry. And he's improved by just over 4 tenths. Very nice through. That's the best I've seen anybody take it so far. Can we get 9.6? That would be 3rd. Wow. All them times are so close, and everybody else in the pit. So that's it for qualifying. The 50-year-old wonder on pole after winning last week. The last 2 times I commentated wins from Jim. Whereas last week and Canada 2 or 3 years ago. And here we are at Canada tonight. Jim looking to go back to back. I just need the last couple guys to slap that retire button, and then we'll head on over to the race where it was mentioned in the stream chat. It is going to be a little bit of rain. Oh, is it a heavy rain race? Oh, that's crazy. On the bright side, at least it's not Spain. We're just waiting for BC to retire, or the 10 seconds to count down, whatever comes first. Yep, rain it is. Well, if it is raining, I would hope that you'd be running a wet setup in quali. As we have Jim on pole in the Williams with a 109.536, just edging out the man who is at his home Grand Prix. Lorenzo in second, Larry in third, Topher in fourth, Shabs in fifth, Erminator in sixth, Godin in seventh, Shabby in eighth, Mick Attack in ninth, STX in 10th. I would say starting on fresh tires, but everyone will be starting on the inters or wets. It will be Dove, BCFC, Eli, who had a hell of a race last week other than the penalty that cost him the win. And then Mikey rounds out the grid as we have 14 drivers tonight. I'll be rooting for Eli tonight because I too am American, and every time I start 13th, I score points. So maybe it will align, and he will finish on the podium tonight. And I need to find my bottle of water. Oh, my lord. You weren't kidding about that being a little rain. I need a bottle of water, huh? Where did I put my backpack? There it is. Always keep a bottle of water in my backpack when I walk to and from work. Strawberry, blueberry flavored water. Pretty damn good. Anyway, wait for the last few guys to select their fuel loads, their tire strategy, which will probably be wets to inters or inters to inters or whatever we're doing here. That looks like the wet tires. Yep, wet's one stop or 2 stops depending on how your tire wear is. I've always hated wet races when I started racing in 2017, 2018 because I can't see anything in the spray no matter what I try to do. So I always hang back and just race my clean air at the back. But for some reason on the last game, I kept getting top 5s in the rain. So especially in the mid-pack here, it's going to be very chaotic going into turn 1 because all you're going to see is that flashing light in front of you and a whole bunch of nothing. So you got to anticipate where they're going to brake and then brake before them without getting plowed from behind. And that kind of didn't sound PG. I apologize. That was a pretty quick formation lap, even though we're in the rain. Jim's all business tonight. He wants to get back on that grid, start it up, and run away. As they line up in their grid slots. We're less than a minute away from the drop of the green flag. And yes, we already know the tire strategy because you already showed us that before the formation lap. Alright, here we go. 5 red lights. And let's go racing to Canada. Very slow turn 1 as everybody's ghosted for some reason. Gotta be very careful on acceleration here in the wets. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, Shabs bounces off the wall. Can't tell from the spray if he was pushed into the wall or not. Oh, and a furry's in the wall. I think BC has the right idea. Back it up and wait for it to clear a little bit. Lorenzo having trouble getting the power down with Topher in front of him. Blue flags. The race just started. And we know the pit stop strategy. Jim's already out to almost a 2-second lead. Can Lorenzo make a move around the outside of the hairpin? Go for the switchback. Very nice move. But can Topher... Oh, a little wheel bang in there. Topher trying to fight back, but Lorenzo will seal second position. We know the tire strategy. Topher taking a peek, but I don't think there's... Yeah, there's no move on there. As Godin files into 4th. Terminator will pits. STX will pits. I'm surprised Shabs hasn't pits because I saw a piece of his wing fly off. That's going to be crucial in the wet. Can't see much from this point of view, but we can see a blinking red light and a McLaren in front of him. If the first 2 rounds are anything to go by, being in the top 2 is not ideal for the beginning part of the race because they've had the worst of luck in the first couple of weeks. As we're side by side heading down into the chicane, Larry looking for the position. Godin defends very well, and he'll keep 4th place currently. But Shabby's all over the back of Larry. And he's looking for it, but will not make a move. Oh, very wide by Godin into the hairpin. He'll lose a position to Larry. Can Shabby... Sorry, Shabby... Larry loses the back end. Godin gets right back by him. Topher crashes. VSC. As Jim's already 3 seconds clear. And Mech-Attack runs into the back of Shabs. Oh, Shabs was trying to pit. Oh, no. That's a good time for Shabs to get that new wing, too. Got the VSC out. It's almost the free pit stop. Serving his 5-second penalty for the collision. Changes his wing. Pretty much as long as a pit stop you're going to get here at Canada. That's a very long VSC, too. Very lucky for the wing change pit stop. And we're back to racing. A very long train of cars here from 3rd all the way down to 7th, which will make driving conditions quite treacherous as Erminator will pick up a 3-second penalty. Back in 10th position there. Yeah, the traction out of that hairpin is not very fun at the moment. Shabby's looking for 4th. Larry with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, who's that? Is that... Godin tried to slow it up to not get that. Yep, and Larry will get the position as Godin totally missed the braking for turn 1 there. But, you know, that happens in the wet. You're going to make a mistake every so often. And, you know what? He will carry on and try to track down that podium position once again. As Dangerous Dove is in sights of Shabby. Damn it. I've been saying his name right for a week and a half now. Very wide there from Shabby out of the hairpin, but usually that means you get a better exit. Or at least in a dry you do. Jim at a fast lap of the race of a 5.555. Can't see, but Dangerous Dove's on the inside, but no move there. And that's a penalty for Dove there, as he decided to gobble up that curb a little bit. Jim's out 2.7 seconds, 2.9, 3 seconds. Oh. Lorenzo having trouble in one of the corners traction-wise. As Dove has gotten by Shabby. Dove is looking for 4th position on Godin as he is closing in. Godin had a mistake. He gained 8/10 in that World Championship game. Dove up in the 4th. Field's starting to get strung out, as usually happens in a wet race. Godin goes really wide, nowhere for Shabby to go. He backs off wisely, though. Very wide from Godin again. That corner is very tricky in the dry, let alone the wet. Shabby gets the power down first, but it looks like Godin has the better exits. As we'll watch from Mech Attack. Shabby looking into the hairpin. Nope. Oh no, Godin. Oh geez. That's just unfortunate. Godin lost under traction and spun into Shabby, and then Mech Attack hit Shabby and damages his own wing. That's just the chain reaction there. And very unfortunate for the drivers involved. Clearly a racing incident there. As Shabs is trying to catch Erminator. Lorenzo with a penalty as Jim is up to a 4.4 second lead. Oh, Erminator loses the back end. Shabs has the better traction and exit. Erminator still hanging tough, but Shabs into 10th as Golden will pit. Oh, that was a little corner cut there from Erminator. Decided to clip a little grass in a wet. Go back up to Mechatech as that is the closest battle. As he's tracking down Chabi. Lap 7. As they start lap 8 with Jim with a 24.9, improves his best lap time by 0.6. I assume the best way, I mean, I know the pit thing kept popping up, but the best way is go half and half with the tires here. Or even maybe it go a lap or two past halfway, so the second stint you have the fresh rubber at the end when you need it most to pull away or gain on somebody else. Go up to Dangerous Dove as it looks like he's catching Larry currently. As Jim's about to gap it to 6 seconds. And Shabs with a penalty. Could be a lot of penalties this race. Still 27 laps to go when they cross the line. And we've seen our fair share of penalties already. Here comes Jim across the line. And with his teammate in 4th, it's looking like another brilliant day in the constructors as of now for the Williams. Larry with a penalty there. Dove is right on the back of him now. Will there be a move into the hairpin? Dove's looking for it. But Larry looks like he'll hold on to it for now. Oh, Larry loses it under traction. So I don't think they made contact. It didn't look like it on my screen. And Dove will move up into 3rd as both Williams are now in podium position. But Dove is also on 3% ERS. What's Larry on? 50. Dove with a penalty now. Larry wants that podium position back. Better traction through the hairpin that time for him. He's got a 10-second cushion back to 5th. Big lock up there. Jim gained almost a second that lap. He's almost at a 7-second gap. Oh, Dove bounces off the wall. How much damage? Yeah, I know. You tell me my internet's not good enough every week, but I still make it through a stream. And he is missing the time. Big loss of traction for Lurie in that corner. Is Dangerous Stuff going to come in and pit and change his wing? No. He feels he can still carry on. We will head down to Eli, who is on the back of BC, as the Ferrari is trying to track down the Mercedes for 8th position. Godin and STX are fighting. Apparently. Oh, okay, yeah. Terminator has switched to the Inters. It does look like they're sliding around out there on the wets. Both have a 3-car battle here for 8th. Oh, Eli loses the back end under traction, and Shabs will move up into 9th. So, Terminator's doing on these Inters. He's gaining a little bit. It does look like it's raining less, though, because it's kind of... Well, now that the spray's there, I was going to say, it looked like it was clearing up just a bit there. Oh. Eli with a moment there. Oh, contact, and around goes the Ferrari. That was quite ambitious of a move there from Eli, though. He's in Leclerc's car, but that looked like a Vettel move. Very wide by the Mercedes, and Haas will move into 8th as Shabs gets it. That hairpin is tricky. Jim's out to an 8-second lead. If he were to pit, he would come back out in third whenever he decides to pit. Yellow in Sector 1, it looks like it's Erminator's going around. I know he was very vocal about hating Spain last week. He might be vocal about hating the rain tonight. As Mick Attack is chasing down Larry. And Larry pits. Shab's on the back of Mikey. Mikey with a quiet race. I have not been on board with him at all. He started last and he's up to 6th. Proven good things happen when you keep the nose of the car clean. Eli into the pits. I'm pretty sure you could make it to the end from here. I mean, I could do a whole race at Monza on one set of wets, so should be able to make it to the end here. Shabs will go to the outside on Mikey. Get a better camera angle here as we head toward the pits into the World Championship chicane. Shabs will get the position. And up to 60 goes. Larry on much fresher tires, coming up on the back of BC. Yellow in Sector 2 as Larry sets the fast lap of the race. Yellow in Sector 2 appears to be an Alpha. And Steven is, or not Steven, sorry, STX is out. Oh, his name looks like Steven if you replace the X in the R. Surprise, no VSC? Or safety car? Where is he? He was over... Oh, you know what? He might have hit the curb and spun into the wall. Oh, no! Larry is so much better of an exit there. Had nowhere to go other than to hit the side of BC's car. As Lorenzo pits, which gives Jim a 17-second lead. Pretty sure that's a free pit stop for Jim. Pit window is open. Lap 25? Huh. So there you go. You can do 25 laps on wets. Well, there's not really any battles going, so we'll take a look on Jim and see what he's up to. All by himself. Oh, so lonely back there for Jim, as Jim will head into the pits. And make sure he doesn't speed, because no point in taking a crazy penalty there. Will his teammates stay out, or are they far enough away where they could both pit without double stacking? Jim's in. Jim's out. His teammates coming through the chicane. And Jim will still be in the lead. So pretty much a free pit stop for Jim. And all he's got to do is keep the car clean, because everybody else has to pit still. BCS pits. Urminator still the only one on the inters. Eli, 24.5. Very nice lap. Oh, I have a feeling Jim's going to shatter that in a second here when he completes the lap he's on. As his teammate pits. Lorenzo back up into second. As he hits a 24.2. Oh, and Mech Attack into the pits. Let's go aboard with Jim here as he's on a run for fastest lap. Or at least you would think so, being on the first lap after his out lap. Eli with a penalty. On Dove just comes out in front of Shabs. I don't think Shabs is going to have the grip to actually do anything with that. Lorenzo with a penalty. Urminator pits. I'm sure he's going back to the wets. He's actually back to the inters again. And Jim does not get fastest lap there, so we'll check in on that later. Yep, as Dangerous Dove is starting to pull away from Shabs. Shabs should be pitting soon for fresh tires, and actually he's gonna pit right now. Does not speed, very nice. Shabs likely will come out in 6th. Very quick work by the Haas team. He should come out in front of Mike. Yeah, easily will come out in front of Mikey. So, after a horrid start from Shabs, he's back up to 6th, and he's on the fresh tires. See if he could track down Shabby as he is trying to track down Larry. $15 laps to go once Jim crosses the line here in a second. As Godin pits, and he will get out before he gets left. Oh, Larry goes wide in the hairpin. Can Shabby take advantage? Side by side, headed toward the pits. Larry's still in front for now. Looks like a better exit for Shabby there, but Larry's still ahead momentarily. After all the pit stops and a cycle and all that fun stuff, Jim has gapped it to 10 seconds now. There it is, 23.9. That's what we were looking for earlier with Jim. 23.7 Terminator on the inters. Does that mean it is time for the inters? That could be interesting. I mean, the top couple guys really could pit for inters and still be in front. Very nice exit from Shabby. Oh no! Shabby doesn't give Larry any room. Now Larry's under attack from... on Sector 1, it looks like it is Godin. Yes, it is. Back to Shabs and Larry. Larry had a better exit as Shabs clipped the curb, but now he's got the speed. Shabs into 5th as he continues to fight back after the lap 1 incidents. "13-second lead for Jim, plus the penalties that Lorenzo has. Only 2 cars are currently lapped. And Godin pits for the inters. Wonder how many more we'll try, considering Terminator has the fastest lap race on the inters. I always had a rule for me personally to never use the full wets at Canada, because I have hit the wall every time I have. No matter how wet the track is, the inters are the right tire for me. Pits for Larry. Inters he goes. And Larry will. Oh, Larry and the Mercedes almost hit each other. Shabs and Shabby. Battle for fourth. Pretty much the battle for the best of the rest, as the top three have been pretty dominant, should I say? Did the top two make a mistake? So wasn't it just 16-16? Dangerous stuff, 23-6. So the wet tires are still putting in fastest laps. Interesting that both tires are putting in fastest laps. It's like maybe the rain is heavier on one end of the track than the other, so the inters are good at one section and the wets are good at another? I don't know. As the Ferrari is gotten by the Mercedes. Mercedes is fighting back. He's got to run, then he backs out of it. Alright, Shab's not passing over there. Larry with a 22.4 on the inters, so now the inters are the fastest lap. There's 10 laps to go for Jim. Larry with better traction out of the corner, looking to make a move on the inside. Down into the chicane. A little wheel banging there. Shabs and Shabby still nose to tail here as they're battling for fourth position. Oh no! Oh! Shabs loses the back end. It looked like he was trying not to hit Shabby, and he just lost the back end. I mean, he should be able to catch back up again. I don't think he got any damage. Yeah, it looks like there's no damage there. Actually, best way to... I can't really tell from this angle either. Hi, Shabs. I'm so happy they put this back in the game. Yeah, it looks like his wing is fine. Seven laps to go this time by for Jim. Shabs is definitely better through this area here. Oh, a little bump draft. Yellow in sector 3. I can't tell what it was for. But I do see Jim's in that area, so maybe somebody got out of the way for him as he lapped the car. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, you don't want to put the throttle down on the curb. 3 seconds for Erminator. Shabs with a penalty. Yellow in sector 1. Is that Godin again? It is. Godin does not like that corner. Here comes the battle between Shabs and Shabby right behind where he is. That's funny how you can hear the car in front hit the curb. Oh, better traction for Shabs, but this is not a corner you want to even try passing in. No, no. And Shabby gets pushed off by Shabs. I was talking to Shabby earlier when we were doing a practice session, and he said he was going to be happy to make it to lap 2 tonight. But he's had a hell of a race here. A little unfortunate with that incident there, but Shabs has quite a few penalties, so Shabby should be able to get that anyway. 5 laps to go. How many cars are lapped now? Whoops. Only 8 cars are on the lead lap. Eli and Mech Attack are closest on the grid right now. Okay. At a safety car. Are you kidding me? Jim's got a 20-second lead and a safety car comes out. Now, does Jim pit since he is so far ahead? Because second place is literally... And Shabby, a collision with Larry. And Jim pits. Why not? As Mikey would get his lap back. Jim goes to the inters. Well, whether or not these guys catch up, the safety car is in this lap because you cannot have a restart with less than 2 laps to go. So they will go green this time by, and currently Jim has a 23 or 22 second lead. There is a safety car in this lap. Oh, just don't pass the safety car, Jim. That's what I said, Eli. That was like the slowest spin in DNF I've ever seen, too. This happened in my other league last season. We had a safety car, I pit, and then the car came in, and I was in turn 1 when the green came back out. Alright, there it goes. Jim's got the green, and a 6-second lead. Oh, I know. I know all about those. I had a race on 2018 where I actually hit the wall head on at Singapore at 20 miles an hour. Didn't break the wing, but the tire fell off. I'm like, the wing hit the wall, not the tire. Well, I guess we'll go on board with Jim here as he's about to start the final lap. Since there are no battles on track. And he's had really not much. God, English. English is bad. He hasn't had much screen time because he's been so far ahead. Did Larry have a off? But here it is, Jim, to start the final lap. I was rooting for you too, Eli. You're American, I'm American. Every time I start P13, I finish in the points, and I thought you were going to have a great finish today too, starting 13th. And it's a hairpin for the final time as he is 6/10 up on his time. It looks like he's going to go for the clean sweep today and get all 26 points. What is the fastest lap? It is a 22.4 currently. And here it is, Jim through the final corner, up to the line. He is your winner 2 weeks in a row. It was looking good, Eli. Lorenzo in second in his home race. Very nice job from Lorenzo. Dangerous Dove will make a double Williams podium. Oops. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Shabs with a strong fourth place finish. Had connection issues in our Thursday league, but it's good to see him back where he belongs in the top 5. Shabby around the final corner. Might be able to pass Shabs on penalties. No. Oh, he sped into the pits. Larry will get 6th. Mick Attack will get 7th. Yeah, it's a tough track, Erminator in the wet. BC to the line will be 8th, and Mikey will be 9th. Very nice run for Mikey, because didn't see much of him all race, and then he just, he was up there. Dangerous Dove, the driver of the day, according to the game. Nice podium from the Williams driver. As both, wow. Who would have thought 2 Williams and a McLaren would ever be on a podium together in this day and age? Might be a few years for you to see that happen in real life. But nonetheless, it has happened here in the league race. That's true. There's always a bright side, Terminator. 1 point's better than no points. You never know, that 1 point might make a difference at the end of the season. So, Jim, who I have now called his last 2 Canada wins in the wet. I might be getting fired from commentary now. But, only car without a penalty. That will always help, too. Lorenzo in second. Dangerous Dove in third. Shabs in fourth. Shabby in fifth. Larry in sixth. I'm going to say that right 1 time this season. Mech Attack in 7th. BC in 8th. Mikey in 9th. And Erminator rounds out the top 10. Godin is your other finisher in 11th. Oh, geez. 27 seconds of penalties for Erminator. You almost got disqualified there, bud. And Eli, an unfortunate DNF, who barely touched the wall and his tire fell off. STX and Topher also at DNFs in this race. So that'll be it for this week in ALR. Let me just check to see what track we're at next week. I think that says Russia. I can't see. That picture's small. Yes, it is Russia. So tune in next Sunday, 8 p.m. as we will head to Russia. And hopefully I am not working early next week so we can actually get some damn interviews in this league. I feel bad every time we get a different podium and people deserve their interviews and I got to head off to work because I got to go to work in 3 or 4 hours. But anyway, for ALR, I am Ice Demon. Or Matt, whatever you know me by. And I'm signing off. Everyone take care and stay safe.
we'll see you next Sunday night.